Determine the value of n in this logarithmic equation. Okay, we cannot evaluate this. We cannot determine the value of n without evaluating this logarithmic equation. You can see that 27 log 27 is carries base 3 and log 1/81 carry base 3, but this log carries what? It has base 1/4. So I cannot evaluate this without changing this. Now, how do I convert? How do I simplify this? I will have to make use of the change of base formula. Don't forget, in our previous class, we learned various laws of logarithm, and the change of base law is part of the laws of logarithm. So, if you are not part of the class or you missed the class, you can proceed to the description of this video and click on the link that you had there. You are going to be directed to where you can watch the first part of this class. Okay, let's proceed. So let me simplify. I want to bring this out. Okay, I want to bring this out. So I'm going to simplify log 64 base 1/4. So now I want to pay attention. In order to simplify log 64 base 1/4, I will have to use the base that will enable me to simplify the function. You understand? Okay, let's go. Log 64 base 1/4 can be written as log, according to change of base formula, log 64 base 2 all over log 1/4 base 2. Now I want to ask you a question. Why don't I use 3? Why do I decide to use 2? The reason why I didn't use 3 is because so that I'll be able to simplify the function. If I make use of 3, as the base, you understand? If I make use of 3 as the base, I won't be able to simplify the function, okay? So I make use of 2 as the base. So when you are using change of base formula, it is very, very important that you note the base that you are using, okay? So that if you use a base that will bring complexity to the problem, you won't be able to simplify it, okay? So I make use of 2 as the base, as 2 base 2 will enable me to simplify this log 64 base 1/4. Okay, let's proceed. Don't forget that 64 can be written as 2 raised to the power of 6. Okay, that is 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8, 8 times 2, 16, 16 times 2, 32, 32 times 2, 64. Do you understand? Okay, and also don't forget that 1/4 can be written as 4 raised to the power of -1, and 4. Don't forget that also 4 can be written as what? 2 raised to the power of -2. Please, I want you to understand, okay? This is very simple. Look at this. The inverse of 4 can be written as this according to the laws of indices. So, you see, there are some basic concepts that you have to master in math if you want your math to be strong. Those example is indices, logarithm, sword. All these topics are very, very relevant, and most importantly indices. Okay, so if you didn't know much about indices and you want to learn more about indices, go back to the description of this video to watch our previous class. There is a link there in the description of this video. You can click on that link to watch our first class on indices. Okay, so look at this. 1/4 can be written as 4 raised to the power of -1, and 4 itself can be written as 2 raised to the power of 2. 2 raised to the power of 2. So for this, I'm going to have 2 raised to the power of -1. Do you understand how I got this? I just represent 4 as 2 raised to the power of 2. Do you understand? So therefore, and 2 raised to the power of -1 can be written as 2 raised to the power of 2 times -1, which is what? 2 raised to the power of -2. I'm very sure you understand how I got this. Okay, let us proceed. So from this point, I'm going to have log 64, instead of 64, I'm going to put 2 raised to the power of 6, okay? 2 raised to the power of 6 base 2 all over log 1/4. Instead of 1/4, I'm going to put 2 raised to the power of -2. You understand? So log 2 raised to the power of -2 base 2. You understand? So now we have gotten to this. There is another laws of logarithm that said the log of a power is the product of that log, is the product of that power and the log. the log of a power is the product of that power and the log. You can see now I have the log of a power here. Log 2 is raised to the power of 6 and log 2 is raised to the power of minus 2. So for this I'm going to have 6 multiplied by log 2 base 2 all over, according to that law, minus 2 multiplied by log 2 base 2. Do you understand how I got this? Okay, now another laws of logarithm say that the logarithm of a number to the same base is 1. Okay, the logarithm of a number to the same base is 1. Okay, so for this I'm going to have minus 6 times 1 because log 2 base 2, that is 1. According to that law, the logarithm of a number to the same base is 1. So log 2 base 2 is also what? 1. So for this I'm going to have minus 2. Oh, sorry, this is not minus 6. It is 6. Minus 2 times 1. So 6 over what? Minus 2, which is what? Minus 3. You understand? So the simplified form of log 64 base 1 over 4 is what? Minus 3. Now let us proceed with our solution. Instead of log 64 base 1 over 4, I'm going to put what? Minus 3. So I'm going to have, for this equation becomes log 27 base 3 equals to minus 3 plus n log 1 over 8 base 3. Do you understand? Okay, let us proceed. Now I want to pay attention. Don't forget that 27 can be written as 3 raised to the power of 3. You know, 3 raised to the power of 3 is 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 3, 27. You can see. So instead of 27, I'm going to replace it as 3 raised to the power of 3. Okay? So I'm going to have log 3 raised to the power of 3 base 3. Do you understand? Is equals to minus 3 plus. We have log 1 over 81 base 3. Don't forget that 81 can be written as 3 raised to the power of 4. Okay? That is 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 times 3, that is 81. Do you understand? Okay? So, for 1 over 81, 1 over 81 can be written as what? 1 over 3 raised to the power of 4. Do you understand? Please, it is very, very important that you understand this. Okay? These are basic laws of indices. Now, and 1 over 3 over 4, 1 over 3 raised to the power of 4 can be written as 3 raised to the power of minus 4, according to the law of indices. The inverse laws of a power. I make use of the laws of indices. Okay, 1 over 3 raised to the power of 4 can be written as 3 raised to the power of minus 4. You understand? So for this, I'm going to have n multiplied by log 3 raised to the power of minus 4 base 3. Do you understand how I got this? Okay, let us proceed. Now, you know that according to the another laws of logarithm that says the log of a power is the product of that power and the log. That is another laws of logarithm. The log of a power is the product of that power and the log. Okay, so I have log 3 to the power of 3. You can see now. So I'm going to have 3, which is the power, multiplied by the log. That is log 3 base 3. Do you understand? Is equals to minus 3 plus n multiplied by. Now look at this. According to the laws of logarithm, the log of a power is the product of that power and the log. That is, when a logarithm is raised to a power, it can be expressed as the product of the power that, to which the logarithm is raised to and the log itself. So log 3 is raised to the power of 4. So I'm going to have n multiplied by minus 4 log 3 base 3. Do you understand how I got this? Okay, let us proceed. So for this, I'm going to have, now another laws of logarithm state that log 3 base 3, the logarithm of a number to the same base is 1. Okay, the logarithm of a number to the same base is 1. So log 3 base 3 is 1. So I'm going to have 3 multiplied by 1 is equals to minus 3 plus n multiplied by. Now, according to that law, log 3 base 3 is also what? 1. Minus 4 multiplied by 1. Do you understand how I got this? Oh, sorry. It's not minus. Multiplied by 1. Minus 4 multiplied by 1. Okay? It's just as if I have something like this. Do you understand? Okay? Let's proceed. 3 multiplied by 1 is 3. 3 is equals to minus 3 plus Minus 4 multiplied by 1, that is minus 4. So minus 4 multiplied by n, that is minus 4n. So I'm going to have minus 4n, that is negative 4n. Okay, so let's proceed. For this, I'm going to have 3 correct like terms. Okay, let's proceed. Minus 3, negative multiplied by positive, that is negative. So negative 4n. Please, do you understand how I got to this point? If you didn't understand, kindly pause the video and reverse and watch the video again, okay? Correct like terms, I'm going to have 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3 is equals to minus 4n. Do you understand? Now, let's proceed. 3 plus 3 is 6. So I'm going to have 6 is equals to minus 4n. You understand? Now, the next step is that I'm going to divide both sides by minus 4n, or I should transpose. By transposition, I'm going to have minus 4n is equals to 6. Do you understand? So the next step is that I'm going to divide both sides by minus 4n. So for this, I'm going to have divided by minus 4n, divided by minus 4n. So I'm left with what? N is equals to 6 divided by minus 4n, that is negative 3 over 2. You understand? 2 divided by 6 divided by 2, that is 3. 2 divided by what? 4, that is what? 2. So I'm left with what? Negative 3 over 2. So the value of n for the equation is minus 3 over 2. Let's proceed to the next question.